41st overall, Tim Conley. And what about that block? Zion from the weak side.
He set a good screen on offense. Zion! Detonating on the rim.
An 8-point lead. Drew coming on the curl. The lob. Zion. How about that adjustment? It was behind him on his way down. He did that.
It'll be side out of bounds, New Orleans. Boston with 3-team fouls. And Zion! Say it with your chest.
That's 2 looks, and the Pels couldn't tap it home. Tough break. Now Beasley on the run. And blocked away by...
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Linck here. Today we're back with a brand new 2K21 build video, and today, if you couldn't already tell by the title, we are building none other than Zion Williamson himself. Zion is probably one of the most unknown, potentially tapped players in the NBA so far. He's only played 20-some games, and he absolutely dominated, dropping, I think, over 20 points per game. Now, today, we're going to be making the Zion Williamson build, so sit back, take some notes, get some popcorn, and I'm quit chit-chatting, so let's get right into the build video. First up, we obviously got to name him Zion Williamson, and for the sake of the build, we're going to be making him a small forward. I know Zion can run power forward and small forward. I don't really know what he's going to be listed as this year, but for the sake of the build, we're going to be listing him as a small forward. Next up, you have got to make Zion a left-handed player, because Zion is left-handed, which is very rare in the NBA. The league is dominated by right-handed shooters, so it's pretty cool that Zion is a left-handed build. Next up for the pie chart, we're going to go with the defensive and finishing pie chart, because you guys know Zion is known for getting those blocks and just slamming it on people whenever, wherever he wants. Now, next up for the physical profile, we're going to be going with the one that gives you the most strength and most vertical possible, because if you don't know, Zion's kind of a chunky boy. Despite being a little bit chunky, my man can get up there. He has like over like a 40-inch vertical, which is actually insane. That's on par with Wilt Chamberlain, like the myth, like the legend. Next up for the finishing badges, we're going to max out the close shot at 90. We're going to bring the driving layup only up to a 60. Then we're going to take the driving dunk, and obviously we got to max it out because it's Zion. And for standing dunk, we're going to put it all the way back up to an 87. And then post hook up to an 81. So we can get a total of 23 finishing badges. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely insane. Next up for shooting, we are only going to be touching the post fade. I know if you guys do play like the My Career and you want to up Zion's like shooting abilities or whatever, just to grind out badges, you can put it in the free throw, but just strictly for park play, I would just recommend putting it in the post fade. For playmaking, we're going to up it to a 73, so we're going to max out the pass accuracy, and then post moves, we're obviously going to max that out as well. We're going to get a total of 6 playmaking badges. Next up for defensive rebounding, we're going to max out the interior at a 67. I know that's a little bit low, but when we adjust the height, the weight, the wingspan, whatever, it will go up, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we're going to be maxing out the lateral quickness at an 81, because you guys know, as I said earlier, Zion has like a 40-inch vertical, and my man can get up there, so the lateral quickness is obviously needed. Obviously, we're going to max out the block, because, you know, our boy Zion, he can get some blocks. I'll put some up on the screen, but my man can get some blocks. Next up, we're going to be maxing out the defensive rebounding and put that up to 75. Next up, we're going to be touching the offensive rebound. We're going to put that all the way up just until a 70. And then we have 36 left, so you can pretty much put it wherever you would like. And personally, for me, since it is a defensive and slashing build, I'm going to be putting that on the steal. That is the total badge breakdown of Zion Williamson Build. You have 23 finishing, 1 shooting, 6 playmaking, and 17 defensive and rebounding badges. That is going to give you a total of 47 badge upgrades. Next up for the body shape, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Zion is built, or you can make him a, you know, a little bit burly, depending on what kind of Zion you want to build, but I'm going to go build. Now, next up for the height, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know, Zion is actually listed at 6'6", so he's a smaller, like, power forward, small forward, whatever you guys want to say. That is what we're actually going to be doing. I know you guys will see that our block goes down, our offensive rebound goes down, our standing dunk goes down, our post moves goes down, but guys, we get to adjust our wingspan. So we're going to make Zion 6'6", and just give me a moment, guys. I'm going to get to the good stuff. Next up for the weight, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know Zion is a big dude. He's like over 250 pounds. For the weight, we're actually going to just completely max it out, not even look at anything else. And if you guys look, we now have a 95 strength, plus a 94 vertical, a 71 acceleration, and 72 speed. Keep in mind, once you hit 99, you will get a +4 to each of those physicals. So you have a 99 strength and a 98 vertical. Next up for the wingspan, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the fun begins. We're going to completely max out the wingspan. To look at our finishing attributes, they just all skyrocket. We now have a 94 driving dunk, a 94 standing dunk, and an 84 post hook. Then if we go down to our defense, we now have a 90 steal, a 68 block, a 72 offensive rebound, and a 77 defensive rebound. Keep in mind, you're going to be getting +4 to each and every single one of those. So you'll end up with a 94 steal, a 72 block, an 81 defensive rebound, a 98 strength, and a 98 vertical. Now, next up for the takeover, you guys can pretty much choose post scorer, slasher, or even lockdown defender. But personally, I feel like slasher is the only reasonable thing to choose here for Zion. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You have built a slasher, and apparently it's similar to Dominique Wilkins, LeBron James, and Andrew Wiggins. And I don't really know how it's similar to any of those guys because LeBron can shoot, Andrew can shoot, and there was absolutely no shooting on this build whatsoever. The video does not stop there. We obviously got to show you guys all of the badges. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the finishing badges, we obviously have got to put back down Punisher on Hall of Fame because Zion is a big body dude. He's going to be backing down people in the paint. Then he's going to be able to hit the post fade, or he's going to be able to drop step those guys and go in for either a dunk or an easy close shot. With that, we're going to be making drop stepper on Hall of Fame. Next up, contact finisher. We all know Zion can dunk on literally anybody he wants. So if he could be 7 feet, he could be 6'3". Zion's going to dunk on you. So that is why we're going to be putting contact finisher on Hall of Fame. Next up, we're going to be going over to relentless finisher. Zion literally only scores in the paint. I know he can shoot threes like once in a while, but the majority of the time is going to be in the paint. So relentless finisher just helps with finishing at the basket all the time. So relentless finisher is going to be going on Hall of Fame. Next up, we're going to be looking at put back boss. And this just boosts your percentage of making an offensive rebound and putting it back into the basket, obviously, hence the name. We're going to put in that on gold because, you know, Zion could do that shit. Zion will get the rebound and then he'll dunk it on you. Now, next up for the finishing badges, ladies and gentlemen, we know we obviously have got to put deep hooks on gold. Post hooks are some of the most broken things in the game. Same at 2K20. So, deep hooks on gold just helps you hit them from a deeper distance. So, you know, maybe at some point you could be over the three-point line, just hitting a hook shot, whatever you want. And then last but not least, we're going to put consistent finisher on just to help us out in case we get a poorly timed layup. Now, we only have one shooting upgrade for the shooting badges, and I'm honestly just going to put it on Hot Zone Hunter because you guys know that I absolutely love Hot Zone Hunter. It boosts the percentage of the shots that you take in your hot zones. And Zion pretty much is going to have one hot zone and one hot zone only, and that is going to be the paint. If we get a boosted percentage of making those shots in the paint, that's just going to make him even more dominant. Alright, now next up for the playmaking badges, we only have 6, but there's a couple that I feel like are pretty obvious that we should have. One of them is post spin technician, because obviously you're going to be scoring in the post a lot. You're going to be doing spins and stuff. So we're going to put that on gold. Then next up, we're going to go over to the dream shake, because that just increases your chance of people biting on a fake in the post, and that's where Zion's going to be scoring. So we're going to be putting that only up bronze. Next up, we're moving over to downhill, and I love this badge because let's say you get a defensive rebound and you want to go just book it down the court. This is what that badge helps you with. Zion gets a defensive rebound, he just books it down the court, and he slams it over some defender. That is what downhill is going to help with, so that's why we're going to put it on silver. Alright, now for the defensive and rebounding badges, we all know that Zion is a great defender and a great rebounder. To start it off, we are going to be putting clamps on Hall of Fame because what is a better defender and a better defending badge than with Hall of Fame clamps. Next up, we're going to be moving over to Intimidator, and obviously, you all know the OP-ness of Intimidator, so we're going to put it on Hall of Fame. Next up, we're actually moving over to Tireless Defender. Zion's going to be playing in the post. He's going to be trying to block shots, going to be trying to prevent people from backing him down. So he's going to exert a lot of energy, and so what Tireless Defender does is just going to help you conserve more energy when you're defending and all that kind of good stuff. We are going to put that on silver. Next up, we're going to be putting on post move lockdown on gold. Just like I said earlier, Zion is going to be in the post mainly. What is a better badge than putting on post move lockdown just to prevent people from scoring on you in the paint? Next badge we're going to be upgrading is Pogo Stick, and guys, this badge in 2K20 is OP. If it's anything like 2K20, this badge is OP. Soon as you jump to go block a shot, soon as you hit the ground, you can jump right back up. No delay, no nothing. So that is why we're going to be putting that on gold. We only have one upgrade left. You guys can honestly fiddle and put it around wherever you want. You can put it on moving truck, or you can put it on rim protector, wherever you guys would like. But I'm going to put it on rim protector bronze. That is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below another build you guys would like me to do. Make sure to drop a like and drop a sub. Whatever you guys feel like doing today, I won't force you to do that. It's pretty bored, Linck. Be better than you were yesterday. I'll see you guys in the next video.
You're a titan, I wonder who's next. Slicing the nape like I did to the rest. Top of the team in this scout regiment. You really want it, then prepare to get bent. You're the OC, how I am a top. See, only another Shaman guy can stop me. I'm the original, you were a copy. Shadow clone jutsu, but yours looking floppy. Japanese could use a little bit of practice. Watched one show, but I couldn't quite crack it. Full metal looking